はい、ギルパパです。こんにちは。
How you guys doing? Hello.
こんにちは。So did you know your nickname in Japan is Gil Papa?
Gil Papa, I had no idea. That's pretty cool though. I like it. Gil Papa. I wish they would call me that here.
Okay, well, you are a father of two, right?
Three.
Three?
So I have 3 kids and 2, 4, and 10 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are Gil Papa.
Yeah, and I have a house full of wild kids, so I'm loving it right now.
What are their names?
We have Andy, who is my oldest. She's my daughter. Trip, we call him Trip because he's Anthony Gill III, so we call him as Triple the Third, Trip. And then we have Asher, who is 10 months.
On this team, you're like an older brother figure, right?
I mean, I try my best to be there for the guys as much as I can, man. I love each and every one of these guys. Like, they are like my brothers. And then, you know, for me, I just want to give them as much love and support as I can each day. That's my goal.
January 29th, I think it was in Memphis, after the game, you waited for Corey and Rui to finish chatting with his fellow Gonzaga alums. What was the reason for that?
Well, I usually wait for everybody to come off the court, you know, and we just finished a tough game, and I wanted everybody to know I was there for them. I always want them to see my face, you know, and let them know that I'm there and supporting them no matter if we win or lose. So I was just waiting on them to give them a hug and say, let's go back to the locker room. For me, it's nothing about what I do, you know, it's for everything that I do is for each and every person on the team, staff, players, everyone who makes this thing run. You know, I just want to be there to support them as much as I can, you know, because I care about the Wizards organization, and I want nothing but the best for the organization. So I figure the best way that I can do that is help everybody I can.
What's been your proudest NBA moment so far?
Proudest NBA moment thus far? I think it's probably the season last year when we fought back. You know, everybody thought we really were, you know, out of the playoffs. And to fight back like we did and win a lot of games like we did, that was huge for us. It showed resiliency and, you know, it speaks to the organization, the management, and how we run the team, the staff, the players, everybody. And we still have a collective group of some of the similar staff, some of the same players from last season. And we're trying to continue that this year. Some
games you play a lot, some games you don't get to play. Sometimes you don't get to play, you know, over a few games. How do you still prepare yourself mentally and physically? How do you stay sharp?
I make sure I'm the hardest worker on the team. You know, that's my goal every single day because I never know when I'm going to play. You know, I never know if I'm going to get in the game. Like the last game, you know, I thought I was going to get in the game, but I didn't. But you just have to be ready every single day, and the only way I know how to do that is just prepare every single day in practice. You know, when everybody else has off days, I have to come in and work. When everybody else plays on the game, I have to do conditioning after the game just to make sure that my body is ready for the next game.
Your NBA debut, 2020, December 29th. How special was that for you? You were 28 when you made your NBA debut.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, man, and I've been all over the world playing basketball. And to come back here to America, you know, home and play it's been, you know, unreal. You know, every single time I step on the court, I'm just so thankful. I have my family that's able to come to the games and watch the games and support me. They were doing that there in Europe as well, but for me to be home and you know, to have that support from them is just amazing. Being in the NBA is a blessing, honestly. You know, a lot of people don't get this opportunity, but I'm one of those guys, so I'm thankful. And at 28, I finally played my first game in the NBA, and you know, most guys are going out of the NBA at that time. You know, for me, I just started, and it's been a blessing ever since.
Your first NBA shot, though, was a 3, and you made it.
I didn't know that. You're telling me a lot of stuff that I didn't know about myself. But you know, that's cool. You know, I work hard every single day, and for a shot to go in, you know, it pays off, and it feels really good for that to happen.
So you're sort of in the thick of the daily grind. So is a lot of this actually whirlwind that you don't remember some of these dates then, or?
No, it's more so I try not to remember personal accomplishments. You know, for me, like back to my point of, you know, I care more about, you know, Corey Kisper's first points, and that's more important to me than anything. I remember Denny Avia's first points. Those kind of things are, for me, are what make me the happiest, not my own points. You know, I played a lot of basketball, scored a lot of points in my life. But to see other guys, like, to see their first is amazing. To see them have accomplishments that most guys don't have the opportunity to do, that's the biggest part for me.
Coming up tomorrow.
Rudy's a clown, and I love him, man. Every time I talk to him, there's always a joke coming out of his mouth.